The game I am currently playing is Labyrinth of Refrain on Nintendo Switch. And this is the game that I am reviewing for this special Hug Mini episode of Consolevania.
Why is it that you're reviewing this game?
I'm reviewing this game because I love games like this. I wanted to review it to tell everyone who watches Consolevania out there how good the game is. It's called Labyrinth of Refrain. And to explain it to you really quickly, it's a game that works like this. It's one of these games, like Eye of the Beholder and all of that stuff, where you walk around and explore a dungeon like so. That's the kind of game it is.
And why is it that you take to these sort of games so well?
Sorry, you'll have to speak louder for the microphone.
Why is it that you take to these sort of games so well?
I think the reason why I take to these sort of games so well is because they're so relaxing. Labyrinth of Refrain is very, very traditional, and it's very, very relaxing. It's relaxing because it is completely turn-based, so there's no panic or no drama. It's also very good for a man like me who is a father of two beautiful daughters, because while I'm busy doing other things, while I'm busy preparing life for these two girls and making sure life is going to be fantastic for these two girls, I can also be, in a turn-based sense, moving around the dungeon and activating battles against a myriad of wonderful enemies.
Now, would you say that this game is a relaxing game, or would you say that it's a stressful game?
I would say that it is both relaxing and stressful.
It's relaxing in how the mechanics are put together, but it's stressful in that sometimes you really make very, very basic mistakes that you shouldn't make.
Very, very foolish
mistakes. Let me give you an example. In Labyrinth of Refrain, Hope, what you can do is you can gain experience in a normal way by fighting battles and gaining experience at the end of battles, or you can make a decision to start stockpiling your experience. So you don't get the experience, you stockpile it, you bank it. Then you go into the next fight, and then you can continue to stockpile, bank it, and then again, and bank it. And every time you bank it, you give yourself a bonus, a multiplier, you start building up a multiplier. So just like in Dark Souls, you run around and you get the souls and stuff, and you die and you lose it all. If you've been stockpiling experience and you lose a battle, it's all gone. So it's a kind of push your luck, who dares wins type of thing that's built into the game that can help you level up a bit faster. And if you're really greedy, you can really suffer with that. But it's so there you can see that that's an excellent game, and it's an excellent game, Labyrinth of Refrain. It's expensive, by the way. It's a difficult game to get cheaply. I got it as a Christmas present, and I have been loving it since Christmas Day. And it's exactly what I hoped it would be, because I love games like this. And it's exactly what I hoped it would be, but it has so much going on, and it's so much to explore, so many systems to uncover.
Would you say there's a strategy to this game, or would you say that players can just kind of do what they like in this game?
No, you're definitely going to have to be very tactical, more than strategic. Well, there's an element of strategy involved in the kind of team that you build up to take into the dungeons. There's one thing I need to say about the game, which is that the story is quite... the story is very Japanese in the sense that there is a lot of there's a lot of elements in the game. That's all right. There's a lot of elements in the game that I would say are, excuse me for saying this, Hope, but that are sexualized to a sense that don't need to be. So that's a weird thing. There's a weird wee thing in it. But anybody that's played Japanese games for a long time, like your boy Rab has, I can just ignore that and play on, and underneath all that there's this incredibly deep strategy, tactical dungeon exploring game that's right up Allrab's street.
Oh.
Any more questions?
Yes. Would you recommend this to lots of other people? Would you recommend it to younger gamers, or would you recommend it to more older gamers?
Again, because of the kind of sexualised content in it, no, I wouldn't recommend it to anybody that's too young. And when I say something like that, Hope, I'm just talking about there are references to like the woman talks about people looking at her boobs and stuff like that, and it's nothing too much, you know what I mean? It's nothing too. You would probably be fine, but it's just a wee bit on the edge and feels a wee bit weird as a grown man playing it. You're kind of like, well, this is odd. However, I would recommend it to anybody who loves a very, very difficult, stat-heavy, punishing sometimes, but hugely rewarding turn-based strategy RPG.
Would you say that this game is addictive, or do you think that you can only take a little bit of it at a time?
It's very addictive. It's very addictive. I mean, I have been basically walking around with it stuck to my right arm, playing it constantly. I've been playing it on the toilet. I've been sitting on the toilet doing a big poo while playing it. I've been on the toilet doing a big jobby, squeezing a big jobby with my bum.
Okay, wait, I just
No, wait, I'm not finished yet. No, I'm not finished. Squeezing a big jobby with my bum. My bum,
Okay,
my sphincter
here.
has been opening up, and a big jobby's been squeezing out. My big jobby's been squeezing out in my bum, and while I've been exploring the dungeon, and the thing is, a big jobby came out. A big jobby came out and fell. Labyrinth of Refrain. A jobby came out of my bum and it fell into the pan and it went. It called a jobby. A big jobby came.